Hello and welcome back to Formula 3 Championship. Not gonna even bother with the league name anymore. We are here for week 3 in Spielberg, Austria. Red Bull Ring, the short one, not the forest one, not the death one. But we're gonna have some death anyway, because it's us, of course. As usual, I'm joined by Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hey, what's up? I'm ready for death.
I'm sure you are. And once again, not so special because he got his computer back, Squid!
Yay, I have a microphone now.
Yeah, and he's also able to participate in future races, so more death incoming. As usual, 40 minutes plus 1 lap is the distance, a lap record 122.8, but immediately forget that number because we're gonna be nowhere close, trust us. So, week 3, some leaders established in this league, and still a large grid, more and more people joining. And this is actually a short track compared to the first two, so we're gonna have some lap traffic at some point, and it's gonna be tighter competition.
Yeah, a lot more comes down to the driver on this track than the car, so with the lap times being so short. Setups can only get you so far, and differences tend to get smaller and smaller, so we should see some close action, we should see some chaos, we should, well, I see trees flickering, so that's probably a good sign. And a random Red Bull thing in the middle of nowhere, because why not?
Advertising revenue.
Yep.
So, we're gonna be moving on to the starting grid, and Sharky is not on pole. Imagine that. Also,
Oh my god.
Also, his number is wrong because I did not bother. Fuck you, Sharky. No, sorry. Guns is
Mr.
gonna...
Robin Smart Pipe are third and fourth.
Then Maestro and Biker.
Matt, the other one, and the Holy Moose are on row 4? Yeah, 4.
Followed by Trim Fail and the guy who can't count.
On row 6 we have Neon Tiger and Psychedelics.
The American Fuck and Source are on row 7.
I do like how we got each other so we could give each other shit. Midas and G-Man make up 15th and 16th respectively.
On the 9th row, Echo 51 and Viperian.
Members of two teams who are unable to not use abbreviations, Marson224 and Alex Nessie. And some more people coming. There you go.
Incarcerate representing the IRA in 21st position with Powers. Making up the S end of the field.
After a great start, boys.
Yes.
Good. We're gonna have
I didn't
some.
have to do that, yeah. We fucked up. Woo!
We're gonna have some more Pirelli advertisement together with Red Bull, cause that's a great combo for this track. Speaking of Pirellis, these tires are not gonna be lasting for long, just because this curbing is a death trap. It's high curbs, followed by those yellow sausage curbs you see that completely hook the car, and you're basically riding the curb all the way through until it lets go. And it usually tends to let go onto the grass, so it's even more adventurous. So, tire consumption is gonna come into play, most likely.
Yeah, it's even worse if you have a lower car setup. You get on one of those curbs, you just bottom the car out, and whoop, there you go. Yeah, it'll be an interesting situation. But Goons is on pole. He's been quick in all the races so far, so... and by all of them, I mean the other two we had.
One.
So
He
we'll
didn't participate
see.
in the first one.
Yeah.
Genius.
If, didn't he?
No.
I thought he did.
No. Potato stole
Oh,
his car.
well.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That shows you how much I care. So, it'll be interesting to see if he can replicate the form in the only other race, apparently, that he participated in.
Also, a track with this many sharp 90-degree corners seems like a death trap for this group, and it probably will be, but we'll see. I will see. You guys already know, I don't.
Well, if you didn't catch the rabble, you probably, yeah. I'm impressed if you didn't.
Are those
Anyway.
carts on the back? What the heck? That looked really weird. I'm sorry. Hi.
Yeah, that looked like some sort of something. I don't
Yeah,
even know what that
Yeah,
was.
the driver models were standing because they're too far away. Thanks, Kunos. You could not render the car correctly that is about 100 meters away. What the hell
does
are
not
you doing
seem-
with this game?
Aerodynamically sound.
No, doesn't at all.
Standing
Look
in
at
the
those
cars?
4K liveries. God, I imagine what kind of computer load those must entail.
Well, This is the last time we've ever heard from Agent Mulder in this league.
Oh god, you've been grooming Squid to take over, aren't you? Oh my god, that livery.
Now, this livery should never be in 4K, just so we all know.
No. You haven't seen some of the ones he's proposed to me off the record yet. No, just no.
I'm still yet to edit his car. I'm gonna be doing that at some point. He lost the bet in Spa, so I'm gonna edit his livery to what I want.
Oh boy.
Suggestions are still welcome as we have the lights 4 and 5, and we're about to go in Spielberg for week 3 of Formula 3 Championships. The lights go green now. The entire field is away. Some cars are a little bit sideways coming into turn 1. This is an uphill turn with a little bit of inside camber, so it's gonna be a dangerous turn. They're filtering through 2, some 3 wide. Some cars are going wide at the Assetto of the field.
No, they don't look okay.
Somebody is sideways over there. Most of the cars are going through okay. There is a Manor car of Martin going through incredibly wide. They're filtering just 1 wide so far coming into turn 2. Sharky is trying to go for a move. Yes, Maestro and again Sharky and Maestro is kissing the wall right next to the ambulance. There you see a backmarker's car. I assume that's you, Matt, over there.
Probably was. I don't remember what happened there, to be honest.
Fight for the lead continues. Gunsy's defense his inside, and Mr. Bob gets a light tap on Sharky. Smart Piper's looking for the inside into turn, what would be turn 5 here. Inside, still side by side. Sharky is comfortably in second so far. Mr. Bob is gonna have the outside, which will become the inside at some point through this complex. Will he be able to hold on? Kind of, sort of. Yes, he is able to hold on. Piker is looking for the inside now. Smart Pipe dropping a little bit here. Moose is just scouting these 3, waiting for an inevitable mistake. Smart Pipe goes wide, jumps a little bit. He is on the grass. He's surely not gonna take this corner. No, he doesn't. He's wide, almost loses the car. He's gonna come back on track.
That's messy.
Slots. Yeah, he is lucky to not take anyone for a ride here, but he is back on track. He lost about 3 positions here alone, and this back is very, very tight.
Yes, indeed. As we already have a car in the pits, who would this be? Is this Alex?
That's Alex.
Yes, he had a drive-through penalty from the last race, so he's serving that now, getting that out of the way. I know what I'm doing here, Georgian. Thanks for the input. As we have Moose leading a train of cars with the paint scheme that screams, "I'm going to shove my thing down your throat." And by thing, I don't mean penis. As we get a little bit of sideways action there, we have now a pack of 6 cars. This isn't going to end well. I'll be interested to see how that battle for the lead develops there, but Moose with a really good start, up in 4th place, Piker behind after, well, almost having Trempale collect him. And Trempale actually, Trempale was it? Yeah, or was it Smart Pipe that went off? I don't remember. I'm professional as we have a car off the track.
Now Trempale goes off.
This man said he knew what he was doing as he completely just botches this sequence as Triple goes off the track, eliminates himself from this battle, and we have a pack of 5 cars streaming into the final sector of the track. Piker is looking for a move around the outside of Moose. That's not going to happen in this turn, will it? Still going too wide, a little bit tight. Moose is on the inside. He's slow. He gets the punt. He gets the punt. Oh, cars are all over the track. That's Moose and Smart Pipe off the track in a massive collision. I told you it's not gonna work.
Yep.
All right,
what
now
Piker's say there, trying to go too wide into that corner is never gonna work.
Piker's looking
trying to
move
overcompensate now.
On Matt, and both of them were a little bit slow, and Mulder here is trying to split these 2 cars onto the turn 2 and 3, trying to get a teammate to get some draft here, looking for the inside line to Matt. Pushes wide. Matt has nowhere to go, and Piker gets an easy pass on both of them here. We'll have some. All 3 cars behind him will have some draft though, so that might be an interesting turn. What would be turn 4, I believe? Go.
Nope. Yep. Trying to get a little bit defensive there on the inside, but that little lockup might fuck me over. Let us see what can happen here. Will Matt be able to take Matt? Nope. Matt has the lead from Matt. As Matt almost spins.
And that allows Matt to go
Matt is
around the
overtaking
outside.
Matt now.
As Trampel tries to look down the inside of Matt.
Well, Matt
Just one-
overtake Matt.
Just one clap.
Matt's
That sequence does not deserve any more, and you know it.
I like how you keep talking about sequences as though we give a fuck. As we see that Matt's battling it out, and oh no, something's happening in Crusader Kings. What's going on? Incest! No!
Oh no, I hate incest.
As Matt
What
touches
the
Matt!
fuck are you two doing? And that also applies to Mulder on the track. What the fuck were you doing here?
Well, when the breaking point is at 1.5 and the guy in front of you breaks at 2 1/4, you kind of get caught out. That's one way to take out the competition, I guess.
This Matt completely pile drives another car.
As well, Smart Pipe and I think that had our traditional coming together set Nematus. Who did I take out there? I can't even remember. I think it was Smart Pipe because he
That
got
was
in the
Smart
grass.
Pipe.
Yep,
So,
that was Smart Pipe.
the murder count. Well, another backmarker's car goes around, courtesy of Piker.
You were saying?
That race is
As we have
off to a good
something weird on
start.
the timing screen.
Oh boy.
This fucking race is giving me anxiety, and I wasn't even in.
So
Well-
only now we're able to get to the replays.
Yeah.
This is turn 1, lap 1. So what happened there in the middle of the pack? Cars are kind of filtered. Oh, we have 5 wide, 6 wide here, and everything came together. We'll need
Yep.
more replays to see what happened there, as Viperion is going the wrong way. His car is not able to turn. I wonder if it's damaged or something else is happening. First of all, we're gonna have a replay from Sharky, who avoided this mass in turn 1. Decent start. Gunsis is covering
fire.
covering him quite well.
Guns has got a really good start. He managed to stay ahead into turn 1, but then pretty soon Sharky caught up with the draft. Here's one of the mats.
Mulder,
Get him
Best
Works.
Neon.
the Apex Predator racing car just got out of the way and into the oblivion. And we see what happened. It's kind of clean, nice clean move on a couple of cars. And a nice filter to get a few positions that he lost a couple of laps later.
Kill yourself.
Oh, so speaking of Apex Predator, that was Neon Tiger. A lot of wheel spin, losing a few positions back here, coming up to turn 1. Here's the first group, and oh, Jesus! Okay, a car just flew in front of him, as he was.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Him being slow probably saved him over here, as that is the car that flew by. That is Psychedelics on the very inside of a racetrack.
Everyone's on fire.
What happened?
Psych.
Just a little bit filtering.
Oh!
Oh, he got
That's what
offended.
happened.
You got
Psych
Marcin.
had to check up to avoid getting hit, and then I think, did Marzin do a Marzin, or was that somebody else?
Let's see,
Marcin was definitely involved.
Here's the
somehow.
perspective from
He's
Marzin.
always involved.
Marzin got a nice white lane in oh, somebody got into his lane. And no, actually, Marzin
Oh
took
my
a void
God.
action, and he actually went clean through that entire calamity.
He managed to not hit anything. I'm impressed. He's improved.
Here's a replay from Viperion, who was also part of a wreck and ended up the worst. Let's see, it's gonna happen in front of him. We see Psychedelics on the very right, and oh, Viperion was the one who got into him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, Psychedelic had to check up to avoid going up the ass of whoever was in front of him, and I think that caught him out. As we see now, what happened to me on the first, well, yeah.
Just a bit
first
of a tire rub that ended in a spin, and that's what happened to Maestro. And let's agree to never show that on board ever again. As he seems to be losing the car all by himself. Although we saw in the live replay that Smart Pipe helped him a little bit, but not by much. He was losing the car already. Whoa, that was okay. We did not see that one. There were apparently 2 more crashes in there.
Yeah,
That's on
somebody
board.
behind got a little bit too enthusiastic. I mean, Echo there was doing the right thing, slowing down, and then somebody just came up as,
Ouch.
oh my god.
Oh,
Oh!
that's incarcerate that got done from in front, left, right, and below him. What looks like. What
Halo
happened to
would've
Source
saved
here?
him.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
Source clipped the grass a little bit and went for deep right into gravel.
Yep. Don't cut. Danger. Titans is well. Speaking of tightening, Jumpiel's ass had to tighten a little bit there. Moose looked like he was going to go around him, and then just
Not
under.
even close.
Didn't even break at all. Got a little bit too excited, and then whoops! Whoa! And there I go, thinking, "Fuck my life."
And this is that big wreck in the last sector from Piker's perspective, going too wide with Moose in the penultimate corner. He has the very wide lane. He's gonna brake early, but Moose just didn't take off because he was on the inside and got hooked by Piker.
Yep. Moose got a slow exit, and yeah, they touched inappropriately. As we see one of the worst liveries I think I've ever seen go around, and everyone and their mother's just probably like, "Oh Jesus, Moose,
Excuse
what are
me,
you
where are you
doing?"
going? Sir, the track is the other way. Thank you. And we saw basically the victim of that entire thing. SmartPie was just driving by and got clipped by spinning Moose.
He thought he was going to gain 2 places, and then nope. Right.
Yep.
And
Reasonably well caught though, I have to say.
Cheers and Cosrent ignoring the corner and just stopping on the track. And into the pits he goes. Yeah,
Okay.
that car is now retired. G-Man went wide, and
Oops.
somebody
Got
gave him a
murdered.
message of not pushing the car off the track in quite a spectacular manner, I should tell. And this is
And
turn
we have
one.
brake there, and my braking point is 100 meters up the track. So
You made sure to
Surprise.
spot. A couple of nudges and Matt goes around. And we see from his perspective, yeah. Cut inside.
Almost saved it.
Well, he did save it. He did not hit the wall
I did
though.
save it the first time, and then I touched him again. And here's the most optimistic overtake of the century.
Where were you going?
For the inside, for a door that was always going to close. And I decided
sorry.
I'm going to try to go for it anyway.
I'm sorry. There is one thing that the door that was always gonna close, but it's the other thing that faceplanted the door that was never open in the first place.
It was open briefly,
Oh.
and then he gets the killer grass. This is why he was so pissed in the video.
His wheels
The
are going
grass
the
is
other
bad.
way, but he's going the other way. And he's. For a second, I thought he was gonna keep driving in reverse, because that's gonna be faster. As he basically left the entire grid by.
Smart Pipe and I have this thing. We seem to want to touch each other in every single race now. As we have Piker on George in action, there's another backmarker's car having an adventure. This Piker just, well, but the guy in front of him was acting as basically a rolling roadblock, and so he removed said roadblock.
Yeah, basically the same thing as between SmartPipe and Mulder, and earlier between Moose and Piker. The car ahead gets a slow exit, and the car behind just pushed the throttle, hoping to get an upper hand.
Yeah, it is at this point that I think we'd be remiss to mention lag was just horrible this race. So how many of these incidents are down to actually genuine mistakes from one party or the other? How much of them is down to lag? A lot of shit happened. The Smart Pipe thing was completely my fault. I'm not trying to get out of that one. But
As we saw,
there's so many of the other incidents that happen here are just up in the air.
yeah, as we saw on the replay in Cosrent, also retired due to lag. When he crashed, he was, well, going below the track at one point, so he retired due to lag, and that did not help anything.
No, it didn't. As we see one Russian passing another.
Maestro is going for the overtake around the outside, a little bit low on the brakes, locks up the tires and has to go around the yellow sausage curb. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
fancy
a
another
bit of
move.
a professional at trying to make overtakes happen off the track.
He's gonna fancy another move around the outside here in turn 4. That's the preferable line, because you can have the faster exit. But he goes a little bit too wide, still side by side, and his car is set up more for the straight line speed, not so much for the downforce, as he hates this. And still side by side, gonna go into the next turn, still side by side, but that's the preferable line for a backmarker's car, and that's overtake failed. More downforce secured the position for now.
I gotta say, he went unnecessarily wide after that first turn where you tried to overtake. He had like maybe 2 or 3 car lengths between you guys.
Well, I think he was trying to do what Maestro does, which is do everything off the track. So instead of slowing down and slotting in behind George, and decided, I can go faster if I break the rules. So I'm going to break the rules.
Maestro is looking for the move around the outside in turn 1. Defensive line from a back marker's car, nowhere
Oops.
near. As Maestro this time keeps it on the track and completes the move in a nice and calm fashion. Maybe it's gonna be another move as the draft is strong here on the road towards turn 3. Maestro's gonna fancy the inside line this time around, brakes a little bit early, keeps the inside line nice and tidy. Oh! That's a little bit of a slide around the outside, and Maestro's gonna keep that position after that.
Yep, almost had St. Petersburg killing Moscow there.
That wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't be. I'm aware of the history.
Oh, so am I. Well, most of it.
Cool.
I'm also...
Here's Powers, overtaking Viperian, or trying, and
Oh.
What kind of color is
They
that?
both lock
That looks
up.
like somebody took a shit all over that car.
it's
Also-
probably supposed to be a wheelless Jeep, if knowing Powers.
Well, that looks like... Oh, that looks like lag, first of all. And it looks like American military color, which is shit. So, quality assumption there.
Yes.
He brakes very early, and
It's what on the inside. It's what on the English. It's what's on the inside that matters. Is what I was trying to say.
He's
That's
also
what she said.
plumb last, apart from the guy who retired and the guy who took the drive-through penalty. So yes, what's on the inside is also shown. Sorry, Powers.
Oh Jesus! Ow! Howard, if you're watching this, I don't
Turn
endorse
off.
those comments. Oh God, I think this is Maestro. No, Maestro? Marson.
Powers, if you're watching this, just press the dislike
Yep.
button. We give you the permission.
Oh, dislike is also engagement. I don't give a shit. Powers, just know that you're collateral damage of me shitting on the US military. Sorry. Madsen is getting caught up among the fast cars accidentally, as he
And
is
racing
somehow
them.
in 11th. That's not gonna last, probably. He is behind Moose as Psychedelics and Nemitis are busy trying to overtake each other so far. So that's gonna be a little bit of a gap and some breathing space for Madsen in 11th position.
How did he get up there? Is my question.
Probably
Oops.
avoided this, which you're showcasing now. Yeah, he basically
I'm showcasing
avoided.
What happens?
Oh, wow, even more lag.
I don't remember that happening.
Even more lag. He basically avoided you as you single-handedly just removed half the field from contention. As you see,
Me?
just completely missing the turn. I was nowhere near.
Yeah, my brakes decided, hey, let's not work. And then my
right.
brain decided, hey, let's
Let's
just
not
turn.
work.
Yeah, pretty much.
As we see the battle for the lead, it's going to be a three-way dance. Sharky is looking for the inside move on Gunsis. Mr. Ball Fancy going behind Sharky to get 2 positions for the price of 1. Not fast enough on the takeoff to turn 4, but Sharky completes the move. Gunsis is not really close enough to try a counter-attack in turn 4, or is he? It's gonna have to be a dive bomb. He is trying to go for it, not close enough with a little bit of lock-in. Everybody goes away from that fine, and we have a changeable leader. Sharky takes the first position from Gunsis.
Shock. Yeah, Gunsis thought about going back in there again, but a quick lock of the brakes, a quick slide, made sure that he didn't absolutely rape Sharky's ass, which I think all of us would like to see, but oops.
More brake locking as Source goes around. That was Smart Pipe helped him go around, but I think he was losing the car anyway, so yeah, I don't think Smart Pipe had anywhere to go at this point. As he completes the overtake on G-Man for 15th and continues to climb back up after the worst possible luck in the world in the first couple of laps.
Yeah, besides the first lap incident where he kind of just went off wide, none of his incidents have been his fault. They've basically just found him, be it either me finding him or another car finding him here or there or everywhere.
Yeah, speaking of Apex Predator Racing, Neon Tiger is battling Nemitis for P12. Nemitis took a little bit of a detour, and that's an easy pass. Next target is gonna be Martin, I believe. Yeah, Psychedelics cleared Martin at some point, we did not see that. And Neon is gonna be chasing him now, that would be for P11.
On the subject of Smart Pipe, that's pretty much been his story this entire season, hasn't it? That he's always had the pace to be with the top guys, but he's always been the one that's been hit with either like connection issues or collateral damage and crashes.
Well, he's either have a connection issue of his internet or car.
Yeah.
Too much connection with the other car. Yep. So what we have so far, the top 3 still together after 15 minutes of racing. Then there is a huge gap to P4, and Trempale kind of leading, a little bit of a trade with a few second gap between each car, followed by Piker, Maestro, me, Matt, and Moose. And after Moose there is a little bit of a gap, and there is a tight battle for 10th position and below. Is at least 5 cars are within 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's quite close. Well, it's always going to be close between everyone because it's a short track, but we do seem to have a pack where pretty much anybody could finish anywhere, minus maybe the top couple. They're long gone. Seeing Corsa retired, still hasn't rejoined. I mean, even Alex, 10 seconds behind Powers. He's not out of it yet, even after a drive-through. He's definitely got some speed on him.
Yeah, he's getting back into the battle of the back markers after serving his drive-through penalty. Probably was wise to take it on the first lap since there was more carnage to be had at the later day.
Yeah, usually you'd want to get it out of the way. Just get it done with, get yourself into a rhythm. There could be an argument for taking it late if you have an opportunity to get some good positions, but it is what it is.
The argument for taking it late would be if you maybe go long enough so you can build up a gap behind you so you can take it without losing any positions. Oh my god.
Geez. There's a traffic jam in turn 3.
Yeah.
That
was special.
That was Source, Smolder, and another car. I didn't see who that was. There was a previous incident between Source and SmartPipe. Source was indeed losing it already, and SmartPipe had absolutely nowhere to go. He took it wide, and yeah, basically Source parked it in front and got a little bit of help to get to the wall faster.
Here's another incident where my brakes decided not to work.
Mulder goes with another understeer moment. By the end of the day, this car is going to be more gravel than car. And this is what happened here. Oh, Jesus. A little bit too wide, clipping Echo, who was again slow to take off. We don't know if it's lag or if he's just slow. Turned around, then Source just annihilates Mulder from behind.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I mean, you could see that shit was happening.
Yeah, car.
I don't know why he decided to steer into me, but
yeah,
you know.
I think he got some space on the outside. He could jump over the curb. And all of that was happening. I had a moment of my own. Penties were definitely soiled here.
It's a popular turn to go off on.
Yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, you have to commit hard if you want to get it quick, and well, so you want to go quick, so you commit hard.
What
The problem
I
with that
did
is if you fuck up, you go off.
What I did, I shifted a little bit late down to fourth, and when I shifted, my wheel was already turned a little bit, and when that happens, the car just goes sideways, and there's nothing you can do. Basically, heading onto it and hope it stops.
This mod very poorly simulates the downshift. As Echo...
Echo becomes the latest victim of Mulder for the second time in this race. Are we keeping count, guys?
One, on my screen, he just stopped on the track, and the next thing I know, I'm up his ass. It's like,
speaking of lag...
yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Everyone goes everywhere.
Yeah.
SmartPipe... Okay, SmartPipe is glitching. Like, he keeps murdering pit crews left, right, and center. Okay,
yeah,
he finally stops his
when
car.
I did Echo up the ass.
He finally stops his car. I believe he's gonna retire now due to this lag. But in the process, he also clipped his teammate. Neon Tiger hit the wall because of that. Now he's down all the way to 13th, so he lost at least 2 positions here. He's gonna pass G-Man all over again.
We'll see what happens there. Yeah, that lag was insane. I don't know what it was about this track that caused it. I mean, it's not a big track. It
It's a
doesn't have a
kudos
lot
track.
of... Yeah, but then again, I mean, what else is different? There's a lot of very heavy textures.
I mean, the other tracks are modded. We've lately been using modded tracks, so they've been working fine. I guess Spy.
Yeah, the
isn't.
modded tracks have been working fine. Even the Kunos track, Spa didn't really have all that many lag problems. A couple, but not that many.
It's something with this track in particular that did not work at all. It was
Yeah.
massive lag all throughout the weekend. I don't know. Shit happens. I guess it caught in Corsa, it caught Smart Pipe. A couple cars crashed because of it. Gotta live with it, I guess. And more racing to be had in this race with just over halfway to go.
Yes, indeed. There will be racing in this race.
I mean, have you seen Formula 1 as of late? There's no racing in that race.
Well, I didn't see the Hungarian Grand Prix yet. I hope Kemi won.
No comment. As we continue to spectate our leading pack of 2 now, because Mr. Bob just disappeared from the face of the earth, it looks like, in the last 5 minutes. Shark and Guns is still together. This is Alex Nessie behind them being lapped. I do not see Mr. Bob anywhere.
Yeah, no, I think he just got... He saw the lag, he saw his times, he thought, fuck it.
That's
As we
Martin
see
off
what
the
I
track.
can only assume is Marvin.
Yep, JK is not taking part in this race, so Martin is the only manor car in this race, so we're gonna have a couple of his onboard replays.
And plus, would Jackie ever do anything like this?
Martin started spinning like 100 meters before he actually spun. A few overcorrections made sure he went off, as a Jeep does what Jeeps do and not turn,
And go off-road.
basically. And here's another one, another edition of Adventures of Martin as he completely butchers the penultimate
What?
corner. Whoa! Jesus!
Oh.
Oh! Oh my god, that
Oh.
car went for a ride.
How did he manage to do that?
I guess grass
Like,
helped,
seriously.
but that car just skipped the gravel trap right into the wall. That was some hefty momentum there.
Oh. My.
Yes. So here's the leading 2. Gunsis is still keeping with Sharky, even this far into the race, halfway almost.
Yeah, that's kind of shocking. Normally, Sharky just takes off and goes around, so Guinsis really has some energy, as we see another outside adventure.
It'll be Source from Kalash Racing going into the gravel and then a little bit of I can English overcompensating and again
Oh,
a little bit of difficulty to take away. Maybe his first and second gears are set up weirdly so he can't exactly push the throttle all the way down to get out of the gravel trap. That's another understeer. Yep, too early in the throttle
Wow,
and
that's
understeers
weird.
into the gravel.
he was definitely going slow enough to take the corner, so I don't know what happened there.
A bit of understeer moment, maybe set up with not a lot of wing.
Yeah, maybe.
As you see him here, tried to take off. Oh, that's what happened.
Oh, F.
His rear left was on the grass when he pushed the throttle, while the rest were on tarmac. And with oh Jesus, another car off track there. That'll be I don't see the number from here quite. It's one of the Audi Motorsport, and that's the other Audi Motorsport of Trampel. So that was Psychedelics having a little bit of off-road moment. So yeah, with this rear-wheel drive cars, if one of the wheels is on the grass, it's not gonna go anywhere but sideways. These cars, despite having small engines, they weigh just half a ton. They're incredibly light, and that half a ton is with the driver. So
Yeah.
these cars pack a lot of torque, and if you manage to not get a lot of weight on this rear axle or put it into the grass, it's just gonna spin.
Yeah, it's an interesting car to drive. It's a fun car to drive, but it is deceptively unstable. Like, you wouldn't think a car with basically a Miata engine would be able to do what these things can do, but they can, and so there you have it. So where's the field now? We have Sharky and Goonses battling it out up at the top. Mr. Bob is fucked off in third. Decent gap back to Trempale, who's fighting Piker in, well,
Look at
shock of
here.
the century.
And Morrison is rally crossing, as we will see here.
I think Martin misunderstood the concept of circuit racing. You're supposed to be within the white lines.
How? Oh my god.
That's a strong case of lead fruit, I'm afraid.
Oh Jesus! You know how when somebody does something that they like, and they keep doing it because they really like it, but they don't realize how bad they are at it.
So you just described Jolyon Palmer.
Yes.
Good. Let's proceed, I guess. We have Biker and Maestro caught up to him by now, and they have Alex as lap traffic in front of him, certainly being waved blue flags into his face. Biker would like Alex to go away for a second. He does just that, and the battle continues. Maestro is close. Oh, Alex did go off. The power of blue flags is strong.
He go away. He went away.
And there is another battle in the middle of the field. That is me duking it out with Moose for 8th place. I'm not gonna commentate on myself, guys. I saw that.
Well, there's not much happening at the moment. You're driving around and Moose is following you with his rainbow car. And now you both caught on fire. And we switch.
Still better than Crofty.
So who's this? It's Echo 51 and Psychedelics, I think. Psychedelics gonna do. No, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, Psychedelics just all.
As the Swede is having a stroke.
So the Swede has a stroke, the American can't speak English, and the Russian doesn't know how to edit. Great. What a fucking team we make.
We desperately need Valentin. No.
Oh god, no. There's only so much shit that we can do at once.
Oh boy. We proceed with me and Moose catching up to Martin, and God knows what's gonna happen in the next couple of corners. Oh, that's what's gonna happen. Martin is just gonna drive off the track again. Oh, Jesus!
Oh god.
He did his best.
Has he considered taking up chess or something?
He'd probably crash the chessboard at some point.
Accidentally pushed it over when he's trying to place down a place.
No,
We'll
he'll
go
try
sit
to
down at the chessboard and just knock the whole thing over.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, yeah. Alright, meanwhile, the battle for the lead continues. Shark and Guns is catching up another car. There will be Echo, I believe, in 17th place, already being caught up as lap traffic. That's a short track, a lot of cars are gonna be lapped. We still have 17 minutes to go, and Sharky and Guns is already chopping through the field fast.
Yep. Well, you've pretty much outlined the exact reasons why they're chopping through the field fast. Gonna be interesting to see if one of them can take advantage of lap traffic better than the other. Goonsis looks like he had a bit of a run out of that corner, but there's nowhere really to overtake going into this left-hander. If Sharky gets caught up in lap traffic, it could spell his end, as we're going to get another view on board Marzin, just driving along, sauntering along, and just kept turning. Oh my god. This has gone past Jolyon Palmer and got into UJ Ide territory. We're just shy. We're just shy. There we go. Of Taki Inoue status.
Well, to reach Taki Inoue status, you need to be hit by a fire extinguisher. I'm afraid that's not going to happen anytime soon.
He must have been hit by something to be this slow. I mean, that doesn't come naturally. There has to be some extraneous factor. I mean, maybe he was like Tom Price in South Africa in '71.
Oh, Jesus
Smacked in the face.
Christ. Matt. Kuntz has fancied another go at Sharky in turn 1. Sharky just went around the outside. No drama here as he lapped Psychedelics in the process. He had a little bit of a discussion off the track. Kuntz is trying to force the move on the inside. Not a lot of track there to be had. Sharky managed his best to not open the door for Gunsis. That's some nice battling over there, and still 15 minutes to go. I bet
he was trying not to open the door. He was trying not to open the door, but Goons was putting his foot through the door, like, no, we're going to go through here. Goons is a little bit of a cooler head than someone like, say, me. I would have tried that overtake, and that's why I'm now down in 13th. But that's besides the point, as we see, is this Echo going off the track? I think it is.
That'll be Midas.
No, that'd be Midas, yeah. Echo's
yeah, Nita passed him for 10th position now. Nita back in top 10 after gliding with his teammate and losing a couple of spots.
Alright, so 15 to go. The field is pretty much as it was before. Sharky with the lead. Goons is Mr. Bob, Champale, Piker, Ponchik, Matt, Georgian, Moose, Neon Tiger, Nemitis, G-Man, Other Matt, Viperion, Source, Psych, Echo, Powers, and then one lap down is Alex, Marzin, Incarcerant is out of the race, and NCW is just administering things from afar.
Morrison is actually in the pits right now, so I don't know if he's retiring or making a pit stop for damage.
Maybe he wants new tires as well, so because if he spawned that much, he probably ruined his tires at some point.
Yeah.
In all likelihood, yeah.
That also might contribute,
that or damage.
Yeah, that also might contribute to some of his latest spins as a Source, and I believe that's Viperion fancy to go for a ride on that yellow sausage curb. That sounded way dirtier than I intended.
That's like.
Yeah, that's
a bit of a like it.
No harm done. Source is gonna try and move around the outside, I believe, but they've been caught up by 2 leaders, and Chucky's gonna lose some time because of it. Source is trying to go for a move. Oh, Viperion is clean. Oh, that gone wrong. Everything gone wrong. Viperion tried to move over for the leaders, and Source was about to go into the gap to the left, and there was no longer gap, and Source had to just dive onto gravel to avoid everything.
Now, you're not grip limited there, so I don't understand why Source didn't just go for the middle and just why he went off there. I'm not sure. As we see George overtaking Matt, and we see the car around. Is that Viperion? That is. Something happened there. And,
something happened again?
He saw a sheep he liked.
We see what happened to Viperion here. It's as Sharky passes him, Gunses goes by on the inside. A little bit of AstroTurf and understeer. I expected a spin.
That was very weird.
That's interesting, the car just didn't turn. And yeah, a bit too much throttle on the grass. That's never gonna work in these cars.
Yeah. No, but these cars with their, with the slick tires, the grass is fucking nice. You've got to be really gentle.
Yeah, and even if you just touch the grass and get back on the tarmac, the grass on the tires make it very slippery too.
Yes, indeed. It clears up rather quickly though, thankfully, so if you can get it back under control, you're not going to completely blow yourself, but it's not a good situation anyway. So we have a 3-way battle now forming between Georgian, Matt, and Moose. A little micro pack here. Georgian getting by Matt earlier. Now it's Moose's turn if he wants to continue the pursuit. Poor Matt probably being blinded in his mirrors by the fabulous sparkles.
I mean, he's probably blinded Moose as well with his chrome.
True.
Or he's given Moose extra power, as Moose is probably can see his rainbow in the reflection of Bentley car.
Yes, it gives him motivation.
To touch that rainbow. No. The pack continues 12.
Jesus Christ.
12 minutes to go. That's gonna be about. I'm not gonna bother with counting how many laps that is. A few more laps as we see Viperion in front of this pack of 3. Matt goes a little bit wide, but gets a faster exit as I was defending the inside. Viperion got out of the way of everyone, and that's gonna be a big draft train coming into turn 4. Matt is gonna fancy a move round the outside. Moose might be cute and try to dive from both. Matt is wide. Moose is using that momentum to get side by side. That's Marston off the track. Surprise, surprise. Still side by side between Moose and Matt. Matt is on the inside, but he slots back. He is not confident in his car going too wide here. Moose completes the pass and continues the chase now for B7.
What about painting? Can we try? Maybe he can try painting.
I think the best part of this series is that we have our own character for comic relief.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has to serve some purpose on the track.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you, Marcin.
I mean, I'm like the homicidal maniac now, apparently. Martin's the comic relief.
Smart
Sharky's-
Pipe's the alien.
Sharky's like that guy that always just comes out on top, always gets the girl out of those, in those high school videos. You know what
He's
I mean?
the douche. Basically.
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was Spooky Squid, ladies and gentlemen. Direct your
Thank
comments and
you.
hate mail towards him.
He's not the douche. He's just British. They all like that.
Oh. Directed to Georgia now.
Send hate mail to Agent Balder at.
Cunt!
I feel like Smart Pipe is the main character. He's the one that he gets all the bad luck, and in the end, he's gonna actually get successful. I feel like in Macau, he's just gonna dominate. Please.
I
In
don't think
Macau, no, because everyone's gonna.
Oh.
Oops. Not like that.
that's Neon going off in turn 3, and I don't think anyone survives Macau. as
No, we're all gonna
Neon
die.
Use a little bit of a wall to help him out, and spins again. That's another edition of Don't Accelerate After the Grass. Viperian clobbers
heck?
Martin over there in turn 1, forgetting to turn apparently. That was interesting.
That was like Nico Rosberg in Austria in 2016, just the wrong corner.
Yeah, that was full lock and turn. Yeah, Martin. Yeah, this one Martin is not to blame for. He had absolutely nowhere to go.
Viperion, you're now my favorite person.
He's a Kiwi. He should be a favorite person by default.
Why would that be? I love Scotty McLaughlin, but I mean, I'd take Kimi Räikkönen over him any day.
And that's, as I said, the last moment of Agent Balder on the broadcast. That's another car off the track, and that's not Martin, surprising. That's one of the Eau de Baguette cars. Something in pink.
Echo,
And,
maybe? I don't know.
ooh, Biker grinds the sausage cur. Just stop saying that.
Hey!
As Biker grinds the sausage. We proceed with the race. Oh, Jesus.
Moose finds the sausage.
Matt is in the wall back there.
It's in sympathy.
Side by side, everything happens on this lap all of a sudden. Moose is on the inside, had better exit, but ruined it by half spinning. He's on the inside, his car is very, very squiggly. He is not holding it well as we're going towards Sector 2, where car control is gonna be important. He is a little bit in front. Fancy's staying on the outside. Oh, started spinning again. Ooh, saved.
No.
Not quite, not quite, not quite.
No.
Oh, Tonic Slapper. There he goes.
Yep. Moose's car couldn't identify whether it wanted to, well, identify as understeer or oversteer. It's not going to steer. It's what happened to Matt here. Matt was behind all of this, and he just seemed to spin in sympathy. Did he get a little bit too far on the inside? No, outside. Outside, yep. Probably got a rear left wheel up on the sausage, and, well, he tried to grind the sausage, and it didn't work. We're going to get an understeer moment from Piker here, yes, which then leads to a spin. Piker, well, the race started promising, and then through a series of events just kind of went down the hill. We're going to get a replay here of Moose. Took the inside, took George, and nicely done as far as the overtake goes. But then, as we said, car control is critical here. You need to be able to plant the car, whatever line you take. And a little bit of oversteer there barely misses your ass.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just goes around.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment. I actually, while I was driving, I thought I hit him, that's why he spun, because at the same time I had an understeer moment in the turn and moved a little bit closer to the outside. So everything happened in that turn. We had quite some excitement over there over the last few minutes. Everybody decided to either crash or, well, crash. As the trend continues, G-Man decides to take a trip into the gravel trap, letting the leaders through. I guess they appreciated that. So they cleared now, and that's Neon Tiger behind them as well. So then they now lapped everyone from 12th position onwards. That's a lot of
It's
lapping.
interesting to see the little differences here. For example, G-Man takes a little bit of a wider approach there after the left-hander, but then cuts in narrower on the right-hander. It is cool to see two different driving styles, basically, and they're both right up there. We might actually have a race on our hands in this championship if Sharky would ever lose a race, which I don't think he will.
Yeah,
But-
I can only imagine how frustrated Gonzalez must be. He is constantly finishing second right behind him, just can't quite find a way past. And he's been like that for this entire race too. He's been so close, but just hasn't been able to get a gap.
Well, he's always been a sort of a methodical driver. He's slow and steady, except now he's just steady. He's not slow anymore. He's able to get up there, but, you know, a little bit more fire, a little bit more aggression, and he might be able to make something stick. I mean, fair play, he's not wrecking the guy, which is awesome and great, and he shouldn't. But, you know, I see opportunities here for overtake potentials, and maybe if he just decided, you know, throw it down the inside once or twice, he might be able to get himself out ahead. But as it stands, their line astern, with 6.5 minutes to go, anything can still happen and probably will. Mostly by that, it'll be understeer moments from the back markers and Marsden off the track, but we can hope.
I can guarantee Marsden off the track. Oh, that's not a lot to guarantee. The battle continues for the lead. The cars stayed within a second for this entire race, basically. I don't think either of them dropped out of the draft at any point. Maybe when taking the back markers, but now they're back together. Gunses just can't find that one mistake Sharkey maybe makes at some point. At this point,
Sharkey mistake.
At this point, I'm convinced that they have identical pace, and without a mistake, nothing's gonna happen. As we see Madsson and Alex battling it out, I don't know if it's lapping or not, but let's see.
Yeah,
Alex.
it would be. Marsden's 2.3 laps down. Alex is 1.3 as Marsden loses it again. Alex is, blue flags for Marsden, and Marsden is blocking Alex, and blocking Alex some more.
And then
finally
going wide. Is he really defending the position, being a lap back?
Yeah, he is.
Here's the comic relief. Can we get a sitcom audience for this?
Get like a laugh track and all that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna pipe that in at some point.
Yeah. Do that in post one of these times. Yeah, so Alex, let's see, who's Alex racing? Viperion is behind Alex, and Alex is...
He's
What does that
basically
say?
No man's land.
Yeah, he is in no man's land, but still, speaking of Viperion, he's off the track. Yeah, blocking like that, well, it was worth a penalty in qualifying, so we'll see if there's a penalty for that for doing it in a race. Yeah, that was pretty clear cut.
That was not very clean from Martin over there. And another understeer from Viperion here. A little bit too late on the brakes, and another gravel trap for another car. We're going back to Trampale, who is lapping? Yeah, I believe he is about to lap Source here. With 4 minutes to go, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of resistance from the Canadian. But there's not a lot of space to overtake here, unless Source
Resistance
just
Canadian?
goes off the track
Ooh.
a little bit.
Just close.
Cutting a bit close with the Trampale going off the track, being a little bit too speedy. Source is trying to pick up a little bit of a toe in hopes of catching G-Man for 14, because, oh, is he... What is he doing exactly?
I don't know. And it gets even more confusing if you look at the gaps, because Source has 20 seconds to Echo behind him and another 20 to G-Man in front. So... I don't know.
This is the race of fuck blue flags, basically, as nobody respects any of those. That is very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be necessarily... Well, I guess that would be blocking. Yeah, he did, because he did block him in that one. Yeah, so it would be the same thing. So there's another blocking incident that should be investigated, I guess, is I'm about to be lapped for my first time in any of these. It was a great feeling, I gotta say. Yeah, I was shocked seeing something orange with Honda and McLaren on it actually catching me. I didn't understand what was going on. But interestingly enough, the gap between me and Nemitis is closed right up. I'm about 4 seconds behind him now, so
And the gap is
things
closing,
could be afoot.
and the leaders are about to lap P11, so they basically about to lap half the field by now, with about 3 more laps to go. As we see there's Nemitis, who is stuck a little bit behind Martin. So this is going to be a 5-way dance I believe neither Nemidis or Mulder will yield quite easily, since they're fighting for positions. Leaders are gonna go through, and Martin is just Martin, so nobody's gonna give here. Mulder is a little bit slow, but he's still in tow from. He was in a tow from Nemidis at the start. I guess he decided to stay behind the leaders, maybe to capitalize on Nemidis here. Nemidis is having to let these guys through in a turn. That's suboptimal. Mulder is gonna have a run here because of that. Around the outside. Is it really good? Wow, okay. Brilliant move round the outside. Nemidis stood 0 chance. Okay.
With the fuck you light on.
The fuck you light was for the leaders, but I didn't realize I'd left it on until, well, after I passed him, and then I'm like, wow, that really looked dickish. But yeah, I saw the leaders coming. I thought I'd let him go on the straight, and I knew there'd be a chance that they'd catch him in the corner, and I was banking on that, and they did. So he yielded as he should, and I just followed them through. So that's P10 for me. We see a battle now going on here between the Neon Tiger, I think?
Yep.
Is this Neon?
Yep.
Psychedelics.
Yeah.
Neon and Psych.
That'll be for P12 as we're in the last minute of the race. There's going to be +1 lap, and I believe where the leaders are supposed to be right now, it's going to be 2 more laps of racing, including this one. So if you want to make a pass, you got to do it soon as Psychedelics is on the inside. He's not going to get a fast exit. Neon Tiger goes around the outside. Has the advantage for now. Psych is going to go into the draft. What are you doing? Get in the draft. There you go. To get any sort of show to try another overtake. He's looking down the inside, and that's one hell of a dive bomb from the German. Not very close still. Maybe it would have been close enough with the toe. Told you. And the timer is about to run out. And I believe that's Mr. Bob behind them, about to lap them as well. So that's P3. That's how far he is. Mr. Bob is about to lap P13. As leaders already lap P10.
Yeah, Mr. Bob just kind of fucked off into nowhere land.
Another chance for Psychedelics. He's so far down the inside. He's not trying very hard to get the position. He's there, he's fast, but he's not pressuring Neon Tiger. And now he's gonna let Mr. Bob through, and now Neon is also gonna let Mr. Bob through. That's a smart one from Psychedelics, getting Joe from a fast car. Maybe get down the inside of Neon. Neon has to yield here. He's gonna have suboptimal line, and Psychedelics is trying to use that. He's gonna go side by side with the American of Apex Predator Racing. That's gonna be a drag race to turn 3, and also gonna be a battle for the toe of Mr. Bob. Neon is gonna get there, but he's on the outside. He's gonna get around once more, but Psych is kind of in front right now, and an overtake is complete. Easy, no fight from Neon Tiger here. He knew he lost that position. We have been with White, and Leaders have one more lap to go as we're expecting them. Goose is lost about a second from Sharkey, it looks like.
Marginal fuel, perhaps? I mean, there's really no need to keep pushing at this point. He's not going to overtake him. It's Sharky. No one else will ever win a race. As we get around, we're going to see, what is this? A view from Moi. Oh, God.
Morrison over to the right.
Oh, Jesus, what?
To the right.
Oh, wow. What are you doing, Martin? What in the ever-living hell are you doing? That was not good.
He's gotta find.
Yeah.
He's gotta find entertainment somehow. He's not racing anyone, so.
There's definitely entertainment, but first throw a block on the right, and when the car is trying to go, and then he fucks off into the gravel, lovely. And then his car tries to cross you over, just go twitch to the right and block that move as well. That is interesting. That's what happened to Goods. He was still in the toe. And what happened here? Another attempt. Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
He caught a slide, caught the grass, and lost ground to Sharkey at the start of the last lap.
So it was a good chance too, because Sharky went wide, so that could have been a chance for him to pass him, but he didn't. And Sharky is gonna win here. I stole your job. Haha!
Sharkey crosses the finish line in first. Gunther takes The second place, Mr. Bob, is doomed to stay third in this race. Absolutely no competition around him. Trampel is safe in fourth. Maestro again in no man's land in fifth. Biker there and thereabouts in sixth. And the nearest battle is going to be the Holy Moose and Matt for eighth. There are a couple of seconds between them. Everybody else has a pretty nice gap from each other. I'm trying to look down to see any more fights. Maybe Neon versus G-Man, they're a couple of seconds apart. And Source is there in the mix as well, as we're spectating Biker about to finish the race in sixth. He's not gonna let Viperian, not close enough, and he doesn't need to, as he gets the checkered flag. Let's see, any more fights down the grid. There's Moose and Matt out of the last turn, not close enough to each other. Couple seconds between them, so it's gonna stay as it is. And that's it for the top 10, I believe, and I don't think anything else is gonna happen. Cars are spread apart wide enough to not challenging each other at the last moments of the race. And that's gonna be it for today. Sharkey takes a third win out of 3 in this Formula 3 series. Unstoppable for now. Let's see if Gunses can do anything with him in the next few races, because this time he was really close. In the second race he was in a bit of competition, and this time yes, first time he beat him in qualifying and was just 1.2 seconds behind at the finish line. Mr. Bob takes third, Trepel 10 seconds behind, Maestro 40 seconds off the leader, then Biker, me, Holy Moose, Matt, and H. Mulder 1 lap back. Still some time, come on.
So only 9 cars finished on a lead lap. It's kind of interesting with these short tracks, makes traffic a lot more of a thing, and take it away.
So we have Nemitis in P11, followed by Psychedelic in the Neon Tiger, G-Man, Source, Echo 51, Powers 2440, Alex Nessie, Viperion, and then Blocky McBlockface in 20th.
Also, there's a little bit of an error in timing. Viperion finished 2 laps back, and Martin managed to finish 3 laps back.
I was gonna say, I was surprised that Martin finished on the same lap as the cars ahead, but
no, he didn't.
Apparently he didn't.
In the end, Smart Pipe retired on lap 9, Incarcerant retired on the very first lap, and these are 2 cars who did not finish the race.
Just like the rear IRA, he ends up in last in the end. So that was Austria. It was a fun race, it was a chaotic race, and it was a race that affected the championship in no way whatsoever, because Sharky still ends up on top with 150 points out of 150. Mr. Bob in second place, followed by Master Ponchik, Piker, Trempale, Gunses. We do have a drop week, but that hasn't been factored in yet. JK in 7th, followed by Georgian, the Holy Moose, and myself in 10th. JK and Georgian actually tied for 7th.
Yeah, the situation for the title race behind Sharkey, quite a few drivers are close to each other, and further down the grid, Matt is 11th, Source 12th, just 1 point behind him is Nemedis, Smart Pipe in 14th after all his adventures with 45 points, G-Man 15th, followed by Echo, Carl PC200, Psychedelics, Viperion, and Neon Tiger closes out the top 20. Grand.
Oh, you get the entire thing. 21st, Alex Nessie. Ahead of my teammate, Potato Head on our team is doing great. Servat is in 23rd, Marson in 24th, ahead of Incarcerant, Powers 2448, and at the back, Rotor X2, who's only done 1 race, as far as I know.
Yeah,
Yep.
Quite a few drivers did not participate in the entire thing, but we're gonna have drop week factored. As for the team championship, J&J Motorsport running away with it. Gachi Gunses took over the 2nd place with good performance by both drivers. Bentley Motorsport keep 3rd place. Backmarkers still in 4th position. Audi Motorsport 14 points behind those. Then Maynard Racing and Erda Baguette tied for 6th with 89 points each. Raspberries Racing in 8th, 8 points back. Further 6 points back is Apex Predator Racing, and P10 is Team Rainbow Girls of Muzzalone.
Kalash Racing makes up 11th place with 49 points. 6 points behind is Blue Flag. Sebastian Vettel's favorite team, followed by the IRA, Calamari and Chips, 18 points, and then Team Shrug, who I think is one
Powers.
person in 13 points. Yeah.
It's just Powers. It was a very entertaining race, to say the least. A lot of carnage, a short track, a lot of overtaking, a few lapping maneuvers, mad Brit. This race had it all. The next race is gonna be Virginia International Raceway in the United States around the Oak Tree for 40 minutes plus 1 lap. This is gonna be exciting once again, and we'll see if somebody's gonna beat Sharky. Until then, thanks so much for watching. This has been Ilya, joined by Matt.
And me!
Bye. And then
And Squid.
And then a random Squid. I will find his real name with our agencies, don't worry. Bye, guys.